Coming up on Mountain News at 6, the suspect accused of driving drunk and killing a London police officer appears in court. And the Hindman Volunteer Fire Department is getting a second station. How the department was impacted by the flood and how the new station will help the community.
Plus, a couple tricks in this forecast, but plenty of treats as well. The latest look at Pinpoint Doppler coming up is Mountain News at 6. Starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
We are learning more about the man police say caused the death of a London City police officer early Sunday morning. Court papers reveal serious drunk driving allegations against Casey Bird of Oneida, Tennessee. WYMT's Phil Pendleton was in the courtroom as Bird answered to the charges and has more from Laurel County.
Casey Bird is from Oneida, Tennessee. According to court papers, he was in Kentucky on Saturday night into early Sunday morning. He had just left a friend's house where he had been watching the Kentucky-Tennessee football game when this crash took place. Bird is accused of unlawfully, intentionally, and wantonly operating a motor vehicle under the influence of intoxicants. Court papers reveal that he had a blood alcohol level of .294 after the crash. He's accused of driving drunk, crashing into a police cruiser driven by 26-year-old Logan Medlock, who graduated in January 2020 from the Department of Criminal Justice Training and who had won several awards for arresting drunk drivers. Early Sunday morning, it was tragically a drunk driver that police say caused his death. According to that arrest citation, Casey Bird told officers that he was a federal officer, and after telling police that he was on his way after watching that football game, he admitted to officers that he probably should have just stayed there. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Phil, thank you. A judge has set Casey Bird's bond at $1 million. He will be back in court next Tuesday. Soon people will be gathering in London for a candlelight vigil honoring the fallen officer. WYMT's Keaton Hall joins us now to continue our coverage.
A dreary fall day in London mirrors the mood of a city in mourning.
A candlelight vigil will be held tonight at the Farmers Market in London in the memory of London police officer Logan Medlock. It's a chance for folks in the area to pay their respects and honor an officer senselessly lost in the line of duty. The London Police Department is expecting a large crowd for the vigil and is asking those who plan on attending to bring their own candle. The event starts at 8:30.
Police officials say they hope the event will help bring comfort to the family of Logan Medlock. In London, Keaton Hall, WYMT Mountain News.
Keaton, thank you. And of course, we'll have much more from Officer Medlock's vigil tonight at 11. We've also learned his arrangements today. The funeral will begin at noon on Friday at Corinth Baptist Church in London. The service will be live streamed and can be seen on the Bowling Funeral Home Facebook page. The visitation is Thursday night at the church beginning at 5 p.m.
And look at the forecast. Like Keaton said, it has been rather overcast throughout the day in many spots here on this Halloween Monday. And we continue to watch the overcast. But a look into downtown Whitesburg shows that's not keeping the trick-or-treaters at bay. We've been watching some of the kiddos and their parents walking through downtown Whitesburg as the hunt for candy has begun in Letcher County and in many spots throughout the mountains. Started at 6 o'clock. Around the region, still watching the overcast from London Hazard in over to Pikeville as well. Low to mid-60s out there region-wide. That's where we sit. And for the most part, we're dry, but I can't rule out a couple of showers like we're seeing right now in parts of Floyd County, parts of Knott County, seeing maybe a shower or two, but even the showers across central Kentucky have begun to diminish. Mid-50s out there for tonight as those showers come to an end, but we're going to be falling through the 60s for trick-or-treat tonight. In a few minutes, I'll have the latest on when we return to some more warm conditions and also when we finally return to some sunshine. That's coming up. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Multiple people are hurt after a crash in southern Kentucky involving an ambulance and a cow. The crash happened around 2 a.m. this morning on East Highway 90 in Wayne County near Cumberland Green. The Monticello Fire Department says 3 cars were involved. One of the vehicles hit a cow in the road and caused the ambulance to hit another car head on. Crews rushed multiple people to the hospital. At least one of them was from the ambulance. The Brodhead Fire Department in Rockcastle County was called out to assist the Mount Vernon Fire Department this morning to help rescue a person who had fallen off a bridge. Officials with the Brodhead Fire Department posted on Facebook that the person fell off the bridge on Kentucky 461 at US 150. That person had previously been in a car accident. Rescuers carried the victim a short distance and were able to use a rope pull system to pull them up an embankment. The person was taken to a local hospital for treatment. Knott County officials, Hindman community members, and those with the Hindman Volunteer Fire Department came together today to celebrate a long-running idea that is finally becoming a reality. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has the story.
3 months following historic flooding that damaged the Hindman Volunteer Fire Department, those with the department gathered on Monday to make an announcement.
It speaks volumes about not just what our fire department, but what our community is capable of, to go from a lot of people losing everything to being able to construct something new in our area despite the difficult time that we've endured.
This piece of land along Highway 80 in Knott County will eventually become the Hindman Volunteer Fire Department Station 2.
We do rescue services now, something we started at January of this year that we were really excited for. Been a historical year for us, but we want to be able to expand that service, and Highway 80 is one of the most traveled highways in our coverage area. So by putting a truck up here that can provide vehicle rescue on top of fire suppression is going to mean a lot for everybody in this area.
Hindman Volunteer Fire Department Chief Preston Hayes says this new station can help lower insurance rates for the people who live near it.
You live within 5 miles and a 250 foot of a fire hydrant, you get the best rating that we have. It's going to put a lot more homes, businesses, churches. It's going to make a lot more of those available and entitled to the rating that a lot of people in the city have.
Helping homeowners like Vonsel Thacker.
It's very exciting. I mean, this is going to help a lot of people in the surrounding area right here.
Growing in their efforts of serving the Hindman community.
2, 3.
In Knott County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Hindman Volunteer Fire Department Chief Preston Hayes says since this new station will be on higher ground, they will be transferring a lot of the administrative things over from Station 1 to Station 2. Today, Partners for Rural Impact Appalachia celebrated the new Appalachian headquarters location. Their focus is on ensuring all children in rural places achieve success. The ribbon cutting was held outside the new building in Hazard with many local community members and leaders attending. Speakers included Associate Vice President for Partners of Rural Impact Appalachia, Eamon Couch.
How can we make the lives of children and families in eastern Kentucky stronger? They're already strong. We want to make it stronger. And so that's how we do the work. So, but you see by the turnout today, there's a lot of groups here.
Members of Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, the Chamber of Commerce, and various local and regional organizations were at the ribbon cutting, excited for what Partners of Rural Impact Appalachia is going to bring to eastern Kentucky.
Well, coming up, we have some sunshine in the forecast, but some clouds as well. We're breaking it all down coming up. Plus,
a community is mourning the loss of a longtime Pike County firefighter, how Randy Courtney is being remembered. And country music stars and fans came together to celebrate the life and career of the coal miner's daughter. We'll have reaction from some eastern Kentucky natives that attended last night's memorial.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen.